Hello all. Today I am starting the lecture series on basic electrical engineering course. This course is offered by both Bikaner Technical University and Rajasthan Technical University in the first year for all the branches. So in this lecture we'll go through uh, introduction of this subject along with syllabus. The course code of this subject is 1FY3-08 if it is offered in first semester of the first year. If it is offered in second semester of the first year, then course code will be 2FY3-08. And as I said, name of this course is Basic Electrical Engineering. The maximum marks for this course is 100, and out of 100, 20 marks will be based on internal assessment, whereas 80 marks belongs to end-term examination, that is the university examination. And the duration of the university examination will be of 2 hours. After completing this course, you are going to get, that is after passing this course, you are going to get 2 credit, and as per the university, 2 lectures per week have been recommended, and that is not sufficient, I will say. The whole syllabus of this subject is divided into 6 units: DC circuits, AC circuits, transformer, electrical machines, power converters, electrical installation. These are the 6 units through which we are going to study the this basic electrical engineering course. And by the name itself, you can easily recognize that it is very interesting because it is related to the household appliances and whatever supply is available to our houses. In the first unit of this course, which name is DC circuits, we have to go through basic electrical elements like resistor, inductor, and capacitor. We have to understand voltage and current sources, and then we have to go through a very basic laws like KCL, KVL, and Ohm's law. Then after we have to see series and parallel circuits. Then we have to go through different circuit analysis methods like nodal analysis method, mesh analysis method, superposition, Thevenin theorem, Norton theorem, and maximum power transfer theorem. Although 5 lectures have been recommended by the university, but it is too less. I think about 15 lectures will be required to cover this whole unit. You can see in this picture, this is resistor, these are the capacitors, these are the inductors, and after knowing basic circuit analysis tools, we are going to analyze this kind of DC circuits. In the unit number 2, which name is AC circuits, we have to understand single phase AC and 3-phase AC. Okay, we have to go through peak value, RMS value, different types of power. Then after we have to analyze the single phase AC circuits, which is having resistor, inductor, capacitor, or combination of all these elements. Then after we have to go through resonance. Okay, you can easily see these are the mechanical resonance. Okay, and we have to go through 3-phase balance circuit, voltage current relationship in the star and delta connection of the network. Again, very less number of lectures have been recommended by the university. Again, it is going to have around 15 lectures. Third unit is a smaller units, and it is very interesting. We have to go through transformers. Okay, I hope you have seen this kind of transformer. This is another transformer in the lab with the kids. You can easily see this kind of transformer. These are another type of transformer. Here difference is in the core of this transformer. Here ferrite core has been used, whereas in these two transformer iron cores have been used. Okay, uh, here iron core is not visible. In this case iron core is not visible because core is dipped into core with the winding is dipped into the oil just for the cooling purpose. These are the this is the outer tank. So here we have to go through ideal and practical transformer. What is the difference? Then after EMF equation of a transformer, then we have to know how we can draw the equivalent circuit for a transformer. Then we have to go through losses through the transformer and efficiency and regulation of it. The fourth unit is electrical machines. We have to understand how rotating magnetic fields is generated into three-phase induction motor. We have to understand construction and working of it. Then after we have to go through torque slip characteristic, very basic things we have to study in it. Then after we have to know the different ways by which we can control the speed of induction motor. I hope you know this is the fan. This is an example of single phase induction motor, and with the help of regulator, fan regulators, we are controlling the speed of it. So we have to go through starting in a speed control of induction motor. uh, then we have to go through DC motor also, its torque speed characteristic, working, constructions, and finally we have to go through generator. Okay, very basic or surface level knowledge we are going to get through this unit. Then the fifth unit is power converter. We know that all varieties of load we have in our household appliances. For example, TV needs a different type of supply because nowadays LED TV is available. It is not for that LED functioning. Single phase AC supply is not required. Although we are connecting the that plug of that TV to the single phase AC supply, but within the inside the TV we have power converter system through which we are converting single phase AC power into suitable value of DC, and then after things is happening inside it. So here we are going to see how we can convert power, and firstly we'll understand some few semiconductor devices like diode. Okay, and then bipolar junction transistor, MOSFET, IGBT, and then after we have to go through rectifier, inverter, and DC to DC converter. Again, very basic circuits are we are going to uh, study in this unit. The last unit is electrical installation. It is one of the very interesting unit. In this unit, we have to go through switch gears. Okay, one example of the switch gear is this on-off switch, mechanical on-off switch, which is also known as piano switch, available uh, at the switchboard of our houses. There are varieties of MCBs, isolators, fuse, relays, etc. shown in this figure. So all are the part of switchgear. So we have to understand MCB, ELCB, MCCB. Then we have to understand a very important point, that is the earthing. We have to understand why earthing is needed and what are the different types of earthing which we can do. Then after we have to know how we can measure the power. okay, and then how much energy will be consumed by a particular appliances, that we need to calculate. Like easily, if I know the consumption of a particular uh, appliance, then I can easily calculate how much energy it is going to consume if it runs for a given number of hours. So we are going to understand how electricity bill comes, uh, what is the meaning of 1 unit of energy consumption, okay, and we'll do mathematical calculation related to the energy consumption for given appliances. So we'll stop over here. In the next lecture, we are going to see marks and grading scheme for this subject. Thank you.